All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining today for our webinar. My name is Teresa Donahue. I'm the Brand Engagement Marketing Manager here at Volusion. And we want to make sure our merchants receive an all-in-one e-commerce experience so that you have all the tools and support you need to successfully grow your business. And super excited for today's webinar because it will cover just how to do that, how to optimize your Volusion store in the new year. And we have our amazing host, Angela Kirk, giving you some valuable information and tips that you'll want to know. But before I hand it over to her, I just want to go over a few housekeeping items. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, be sure to input those in the chat section at the bottom. We most likely won't be able to get to all of them. We normally will answer 2 to 3. Depending how much time we have. But the awesome thing is that we make sure to answer all of your questions and send it in a follow-up email tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that email. That will also include the recording of today's webinar, so you can go back and review it. Or if you had to cut out early, or for those that couldn't attend today, you can see that with a YouTube link tomorrow. And then if you want to learn more about Volusion, and all of the services we have to offer, volusion.com. And also in the chat section here at the bottom, you should be able to see 2 links. One is for the free website checkup sign up, which Angela is going to cover in the webinar today. And then also if you want to learn more about our partner Marketing 360, the link is there as well. So just going over a couple agenda items here for today. We'll go over the free website checkup, which is available to you as a Volusion merchant, and how to optimize your website, utilizing Marketing 360 to increase your traffic and sales, and then we will do the question and answer portion. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to you, Angela.
Hi, thank you for joining the webinar. I'm Angela. I am a client growth specialist here at Volusion. And just to let you know a little bit about myself, I actually owned several family-owned businesses, helped build one of them actually through building an e-commerce website. So I've been in your shoes before. I also ended up landing at Volusion because I wanted to find a company that that had a big why, and the big why is to improve your business and to work for to help the merchant build their business. So I'm really excited to be here. If you've ever talked to me before, you know I always say I love my job, and I love my job because I love to help you guys build your business. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to touch on some points today, just basically how to build your business or design, marketing, and some VPay options to help you build your business. So next screen. All right. So we have partnered with M360. M360, who is that, right? So this is a top 3% Google marketing company. Actually, they're top 1%, but Google only allows for only gives out a top 3% list. We used to have an in-house design and marketing department. They did a good job. A lot of our overflow went to Marketing 360, and we just found that they were doing they would do more for our merchants, or they could do more for our merchants. So basically, we have an exclusive partnership now with Marketing 360, and they build comprehensive marketing packages for our merchants. And because of this partnership, they have offered 50% off website design if you do any type of marketing service with them, whether it be SEO package or a Google ad campaign. So it is they're invested in us while we're invested in you and helping you build your business and making sure that design is 50% off so you can spend that savings towards marketing, which will build your e-commerce business. Free website checkup. I give free website checkups all day. Love them. I give them to Volusion customers, and I also give them to incoming customers looking at Volusion from other platforms. It gives you a baseline of where you are right now, and we help you see where you can be through different techniques, through design, changing up design, through marketing techniques, and so forth. So, and for current Volusion merchants, I am actually able to do some custom bundling pricing to really help you save money and make sure that you can put more and more dollars towards marketing, which inevitably builds your business. Next screen. Okay, so what is a website checkup? Website checkup takes a deep dive into your site. We look at your site through the eyes of a customer, through the eyes of Google bots, and we look at competitors' information, and then we also look at the general health of your site. Um, why should you do a website checkup? All right, so Google is changing every day. You have thousands and thousands of algorithm changes for Google. And let's face it, we live in a Google world when you have an e-commerce business. And keeping up with what they're looking for in your e-commerce site is super important. So I'm going to look at optimizing your site, what things we can look at to optimize your site through design, and through design, optimizing can help you with your Google rankings. So looking for new and fresh sites. Also in the analyzing your health of your site, that's looking at the SEO, your traffic, your keywords, where you are, where you were a year ago, where you were 2 years ago, where you could be. Then also we'll give you some recommendations. And during my website checkups, I always have an M360 representative with me to discuss any type of marketing questions you may have, which also you're going to get recommendations from me. You're also going to get recommendations from an expert from M360 on how to build your business. And then, we're always, if you want to boost your conversions, getting a website checkup is a great way to do that, because we're gonna comb through everything when it comes to design, marketing, and the health of your SEO. Another thing that we could also discuss is your current payment system. If you're using, because we have VPay Powered by Stripe now, and it offers some, it offers buy now, pay later options. It offers wallet payments, which will boost your conversions. And you say, why? People are looking for different ways of purchasing, and wallet payments, that would be Apple Pay or Google Pay, people just feel more comfortable using them. And it also adds credibility to your site when you're offering those. Then the buy now, pay laters, people are looking for those also. And it's a great way to increase your conversions. Up to 23% conversions, up to 23% increase in conversions with buy now, pay laters. So that would definitely boost your conversions there. And then we also look at your competitors in that respect. So next screen, please. All right, so during a website checkup, and I've kind of gone over this just a moment ago, but just to go a little bit deeper into this, we're going to comb through your website design from homepage all the way through checkout. I'm going to look at your navigation and so forth. I'm going to look at how you're presenting yourself as a whole company. If it really, sometimes it's good to have a third eye looking at your site, giving you some suggestions there. We're going to look at your SEO standings. I'm using SEO outside companies that provide data like SEMrush. You can't, and it's numbers, and numbers don't lie. So we can take a look at the health of your SEO. I'm also going to look at ways to save you money, whether it be through VPay Powered by Stripe, whether it be bundling some packages for you to help all of this make sense for you. And then, of course, competitor analysis, we talked about that. And then the payment processor, making sure that you're getting the best rate and you're having the best payment options, the most modern payment options out there for you to take advantage of and to offer your customers. Next screen, please. Okay, so what can you do to improve your business? All right. So, um, when we're doing the website checkup, some things come to surface, and it's different for everybody. Some people's SEO is fine; they're doing great, they're on the upswing. Others may not be. Um, Others have taken a deep dive because of all the changes with Google right now and what they're looking for in sites. But we actually build a customized marketing program just for you. Um, you might have competitors going heavy at Google Ads. That might be an option to look into to dip your toes in if you've never done it before. Or maybe you're doing an ad campaign right now, but you just don't think that it's, maybe your cost per click is way high and you want to try to get it to lower that. We can talk about that. So, and then maybe your design needs work. So we work up a customized plan for you, and that's what's going to improve your business. It's geared toward exactly what you need, um, and that includes making sure your website is responsive, and it's also um, driving conversions. Now, so we have two softwares. We have V1. A lot of our merchants are on the V1 software, but we also have Element and Site Designer. It's our newest software. It actually is um, just a new front end of your software. It's how the technology pulls from the back end. So your back end doesn't change. Your database stays the same, and your this new software takes over and it pulls that data. And it gives a fresher, cleaner look to your site. It's a lot faster too. So Site Designer is where we're doing most of our redesigns for our merchants. They are every single theme is built for conversion. Every single theme is very well planned out to what Google is looking for in new websites. So if you have an older site, refreshing it to the Element software is a very, very good way to improve your business. Um, then the VPay powered by Stripe, another way to improve your business for conversions. And I did speak about that earlier. So next screen. This is I'm not even sure what site this is, but I just pulled one out of my one of my website checkups. And as you can see, this is SEMrush. This just gives you an example of what we're looking at when we go into sites. And this is when I say the numbers don't lie. And as you can see on the traffic area, there's a traffic. Both of these are going down, and one of them is organic website traffic, and the other one is keywords. So it is relative, and it's both going down. If this was your site, then an SEO plan should be, I would highly recommend an SEO plan to start changing and making sure that you're on the upswing when it comes to traffic, and making sure that your keywords are actually being recognized by Google. There's been a lot of changes with Google in the last year. um, Technical SEO is always going to be important, and Volusion is very strong with technical SEO. Um, Lately, in the past year, there's been tons of updates coming out, and they're hitting on conversational content, looking for conversational content. Google has um, kind of changed its way of looking at sites. They want to be more of an information source for people, and making sure that your site isn't just product, 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 and it has some information on there that is about your industry, that is full of keywords, long tail, short tail keywords that are geared to help your SEO start scaling up as opposed to down, is one of the topics that we do talk about very commonly on our website checkups. So um, so I just wanted to give you an example of that, just to give you an idea of what we actually do. We get pretty deep into the health of your SEO. Next screen. Okay, optimizing your website. Yeah, so optimization of your website is super important. Nowadays, Google is looking for the 4 C's: clean, clear, credible, conversion focused. This site right here is a perfect example of a very clean site. You know exactly what they do when you go on there. It also has, like, they were featured in Allure and Bazaar, credibility points, elements that are super important, and it's conversion focused because it is built on the Element software, which is very conversion focused. Next screen. Okay, so within the first 5 seconds someone gets to your site, you want to tell them what you do, who you are, what you sell, and why to buy from you. That can be built into design. That is clear, beautiful photography. That is call to actions, reasons to buy. If you've been in business for 30 years, you need to have that on there. If you are, all your products are made in the USA, you need to have it on there. There are certain things, you know, you need to tell them who you are, what you sell, why to buy from you, in the first 5 seconds to pull them in even deeper into your site. Next screen. All right, so UX, customer experience. So huge when it comes to a site, making sure it's modern, easy to navigate, and that it's mobile friendly. I mean, I think we all know that about 60% or more people are on their mobile devices or their tablets, making sure that it's optimized to those different screens, making sure that it's easy to navigate. The Element Site Designer software automatically comes mobile ready, so you should have no concerns about that. Next screen. All right, so navigation. This is Eastern Leaf, wonderful site. Beautiful mega menu. They go down 3 different levels. If you notice, the navigation is a sidebar menu anymore. You have to have a top bar menu now with a mega menu on the top, that it really tells exactly what you do, what you sell. I mean, even here they have the candles feature just to make sure you know they do more than just bonsai trees. And then here is the information center that we talked about with Google, looking for websites that are industry leaders with good information about their industry. The Site Designer software has easy accessible mega menu to use. It also includes a lot of upgrades from other softwares out there, and even the V1, that is takes your site to a different level, and it's included in the software. And one of them, my favorite, is Quick View, Quick Shop, and it comes on the category page. And it actually is a great option where you're on the category page and you can actually do a quick view or quick shop, and the whole product page pops up on the category page. And the add to cart is there too. So you can actually shop very, very effectively and very well informed on the category page, as opposed to bouncing back and forth from category to product page. So it's very, very streamlined and very conversion focused. Next screen. All right, so one of my biggest conversations, if you have an older site, is it's typically not optimized, which means you have a lot. If your site has a lot of white on the right and the left, you are not optimized. When it goes to different screen levels, you're going to have maybe a little less white, but still white, or a larger screen, a lot of white. So basically, you're not using all your real estate. You're missing out on an opportunity to tell them more about your product, about what you sell and your business, by not filling that screen. So a new optimized site would be definitely a recommendation from me on that. So utilize the optimization of new site technology, and Site Designer does a great job of that. Next screen. Okay, so why do we have this conversation? Why do we have to optimize? Why do we have to have a mega menu? Why do we have to all of this? I mean, sure, it has everything to do with, part of it is user experience, right? You want the path to a conversion to be smooth. Another part of it is the Google bots. We live in a Google world in a sense, and you want to make sure that your offerings on your site is what Google is looking for, and that's going to increase your SEO. Um, and they're looking for easy navigation. They're looking for that conversational content, the leaders in the industry, um, information source for their Google's customers on your site. They're looking for credibility elements, which would be, you know, a brand slide or the allure that was on, they were featured in Allure magazine, things like that. They're looking for credibility elements, and they're also looking for modern design, very important, and they're looking for speed. So element, speed. Let's talk element site designer speed. Just just an example, we had a site that was a V1 site, right? And it was very photo heavy. The photography on it is very heavy. They had a lot of pages with a lot of photography, and when they uploaded the photography, they didn't do it in the best manner. I mean, it was over 8 years of building a site with this heavy photography. Started weighing it down. I suggested, hey, site designer is going to make it faster. It's going to make it cleaner. They were did a speed test. They were in the upper 50s, low 60s. I assured them, please go to site designer. It's going to get faster. Sure enough, as soon as they go to site designer, they're in their mid 80s on speed. And if you know anything about speed on site, that's really good. So especially with a site that has 50,000 products. So site designer is built for the technology there is built to improve the speed of your site, which will improve your SEO. Next screen. All right, more things that the Google bots are looking for. All right, so basically they're looking for an array of short and long tail keywords that resonate with Google users, and that should be built into conversational content. I know I've said it, I'm going to keep saying it, but it's super important. And one thing you got to remember about that conversational content is Google doesn't, remember that people don't always use Google for shopping. They also use it as an information source. So that's part of this conversational content that Google is looking for. They're looking for sites that are going to give their customers or their browsers information, good information. So when you're building a good SEO campaign to build organic traffic to your site, it needs to have strong conversational content built in. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is probably my favorite part. So Marketing 360 started this relationship with them, this exclusive partnership 8 months ago. They are experts at what they do. They do a great job, amazing job when it comes to marketing for Volusion merchants. I've seen the numbers. I've seen the SEO rising. I've seen the Google ad campaigns, the ROI. You can't argue with numbers. So they are making great traction with our merchants. They have experts in what they do. They work on your branding, their design, video, content, and much, much more. Um, they are Their strategies when they come to campaigns are very comprehensive. It's not just a technical SEO project. I mean, yeah, it can be, but it can be if it really needs to be. But they typically will. It's like a spread a full net for touches on if they do an SEO campaign. They're not just doing conversational content, but they're also touching maybe on your social media or maybe doing some email marketing that they feel that might help you. They might suggest OTT advertising. They might suggest some PPC or some Google ad campaigns that your competitors are doing, and that they think they could really make some traction there. So they are always working for you to help you increase your business. So, and one of my favorite things about M360 is their visibility. Everything is very visible on what they're doing. It's very transparent. They have a dashboard that is not only chocked full of great business management tools, like a very robust email marketing campaigns that you can do on your own, but also a CRM that is, and then they also have a nurture factor built in. But my favorite thing is, I'll go back to that, is the transparency. So when they do a marketing campaign for you, it's not just a monthly report. You can actually go in after the plan is put together for that month. You can actually go in and see exactly what they've done with your SEO. They have it listed and they go, okay, got done, 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 done. It's kind of like a checklist in a sense. Okay. And then on Google, if you're doing a Google Ads campaign or if you're doing PPC with them, it is, you can actually go in and look at the analytical software where you're going to see, you can go in daily and look at the traction that they're making and the gains that they're making. You can see your ROI. I mean, it's I can't say anymore. It's transparent. So you actually see what work they've done, and you can feel confident with what investment that you've made with your marketing to make sure that you just feel confident about the money you've spent. Okay, so um, and you are actually, once you sign on with Marketing 360, you actually have a team working for you. You get a project manager who manages everything, and if you're doing a design, you actually get a design manager to work directly with your website. So um, I would love to talk with you more about Marketing 360, so just reach out to me anytime after this webinar to do so. Next screen. And again, remember the 50% off on website design. And then also I can work with you all in custom bundling. But, I guess to sum it up, if the first thing to do is set up a website checkup. The next thing would be is that we can put together a structured, customized marketing plan for you to help you build your business. And then we get started. That's pretty much it. So thank you so much, guys, for coming to the webinar. I really appreciate your all's time today. And I think Teresa's got some more information for us, too.
Yeah. We'll move into our Q&A portion now and just answer a couple questions since I know we're here at time. Angela, we have one question here that we
Sure.
may answer, and the question is, how often should one change the SEO for products and categories?
You should you should always be changing your SEO and your products. How often? You know, I would think that it wouldn't have to be, I would say, that's a tough question because I'm so focused nowadays on conversational content. I would be more concerned with setting up your conversational content, making sure that it's that you have it visible on your site right now, because your technical SEO, that would be considered your technical SEO in a sense. When you come to your product descriptions, your meta tags, and so forth. I would say you could take a look at those probably every 6 months, every year. But when it's really important right now to really focus on that conversational content, adding blogging to your site, which Site Designer has an integrated blog. If you're on the V1 software, then you're going to have to do it within the articles and so forth like that, like splash pages.
Great, thanks for answering that. And then there was one that said, this is more for me. It says, I can't see the website checkup link on my end. I just put the link back into the chat section, so if you can see it in the chat section now. But if not, don't worry. I'm going to send that out in the follow-up email tomorrow. And that follow-up email will include the recording from today's webinar, answers to any other questions we weren't able to get to today. It will have more information on Marketing 360. And then, of course, that free website checkout sign up link. And Angela, if they want to learn more information about the special offer with Marketing 360, should they just go ahead and sign up for the website checkup to get that
Yes,
information? Okay,
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because then we're going to go into their site. We're going to say, okay, we're going to give you some recommendations um, on what to go forward with that. I mean, with your website redesign, because there's some different levels of website redesigns we can do. We can do a refresh, or you might need a full website redesign. It just depends.
great, awesome. Okay, sounds good then. And to learn more about any of our services or products, please visit our website at volusion.com. And that is all we have for you today. Thank you all so much for joining. If you have any questions at all, you can email us at marketing@volusion.com. And thank you so much, Angela, for all the valuable information today.
Thank you.
All right. Bye,
All right.
everyone.